Kim Roble here, and I just wanted to talk to those of you who are struggling with mobility right now due to an injury about some of the things I've learned since I tore my ACL 6 weeks ago. So 6 weeks ago, I was doing a Tough Mudder run with a fantastic team that I'm forever indebted to, and I completely tore the ACL on my left knee. And so today is my 6-week anniversary. Yeah, corny. And I have surgery next Friday, or this Friday now, so 6 days, and then I have surgery. So I know I'm going to be dealing with a little bit of a setback before moving forward again to hopefully some real recovery. I wanted to share this because, again, this is my first major injury. I'm 52, I have rheumatoid arthritis, and I've never had to deal with anything like this. And so it was pretty shocking to me. Now, with that, make no mistake, I've dealt with RA and that's been terrible, but I'm in remission and I'm doing really, really well. And so I'm very, very intent on staying in shape and taking care of myself, because I know that you just don't get to keep starting over and starting over. So I don't want to lose too much ground while I'm rehabbing and while I'm healing. So what I want to talk to you about today are a few different things. I took the time to write them down on my mirror in my workout room so that I remember what I wanted to say. Anyway, so first thing I wanted to talk about is getting around the house, or getting around in general. I realized quickly that crutches suck. So when I left the hospital, I was issued these. They are known as axillary crutches, and they're known as such because this pad goes in your axilla, or right under it really. You don't want it actually in your axilla, but right below it. So with this type of crutch, which is the most commonly prescribed crutch in the United States, you put a lot of pressure on the heel of your hand, and you put a lot of wear and tear on the inside edge here. Well, I guess really that's the outer edge, the lateral side of your rib cage here. And so yeah, you're just dink. Anyway, it's kind of like an eraser effect, on your hand when you erase forever. Yeah, it's terrible. Anyway, you end up with abrasions and things. Your hands get very, very sore. Your shoulders get very, very sore. It's just an ongoing challenge to the body. But you're happy to have them, because when you can't put any weight on your leg, there's really very few ways to get around other than hopping on your remaining good leg. So thankful for them, but I wasn't happy. I read all the hacks about extra padding and duct tape and everything, and my husband got me some for the hand grip and everything like that. But what I found was I'm not very big, and so the extra size became even a little more cumbersome for me, and so that wasn't really a great solution for me. Well, it was a great solution for me. Watch out, kitty kitty. Was the rolling walker. Watch out, cat. Which you can't really see because I have a basket on it right now. But we picked up two of these rolling walkers at Harbor Freight. And we picked up two because I have one at the office and I have one at the house. I use my crutches to transition between the two places, with my car. So that was a game changer, because all of a sudden I could get around and I could move things and I wasn't dying. It wasn't so bad. So literally, and I'll just digress for a moment. The basket on it is because when I realized I can't move laundry, I decided to put a basket on it, so now I can move laundry. But if I take the basket back off, what you end up with is a rolling walker that is super for if you're hopping on one leg, works triceps and the front of your shoulders, and it also just helps you stabilize. It's not falling down, you're not going anywhere as long as you stay upright with it. Additionally, I could flip it around. I could cruise backwards with one leg. Oh my gosh, this was my favorite for work. The kids would laugh in the hallways. I didn't care. They actually would offer to push me all the time too, which I really appreciated. The basket also has, or the walker, a little basket. So again, when you're just getting started, you can put your chones and your socks or your shoes or whatever in here when you're heading to the bathroom or wherever you're going. Super helpful. It has brakes on it, so when you're walking and you're going too fast, you can stop. I'm just Anyway, but it really does have brakes on it. What I found quickly, once I got to the working out piece where I'm starting to rehab on my own, is I could lock them and I could use this for, you know, like squats and things like that, that I didn't want it to move for, you know, doing leg lifts, strengthening the quad like I was told to. But yeah, it was still, and I could use it like that. So this thing, game changer. Anyway, I'm walking on 2 legs right now. Feeling pretty accomplished. And it's temporary because, again, I'm getting operated on Friday. But I'm hoping that, I've heard a lot of different things. I'm thinking maybe they're going to put me in one of those, you know, braces right away. And I start PT a week following. So I'm really hoping that I spend less time on crutches and with the walker than I do actually up and figuring out how to use that leg again after the surgery. So that's that. Highly recommended. I also purchased a pair of forearm crutches on Amazon. They are more commonly prescribed in other parts of the world. They're also used in the United States for people who have longer term disability. They basically have a cuff for your forearm and a handle, and they have a lower fulcrum, and so you can be a little more agile on them. For me though, the cuff on it was so big, it was hard for me to control because it was like just holding like canes with 2 hand things because they were so big. I did see a medical supply guy who told me, yeah, you can get foam for those to make them smaller. I just never did it just because, again, I had my rolling walker and I just kind of love it. So I have those. And once I moved to one crutch, that's the first thing I thought is I need to get the foam for that because that's, you know, one lower one is actually easier to use than one axillary one, in my opinion. That only happened for me a week ago. And if you'd asked me a week ago or a week and a half ago, 8 days ago, if I was going to be on one crutch, I would have said no. There's no possible way. When I injured my leg, my lower leg went lateral to my body. So basically, when I tore the ligament, my lower leg went that way. And when I would step on it, even now, you do just very carefully, a little bit of pressure, you would see my tibia, my shin bone, come forward underneath my knee. And it was not only creepy as holy heck, but yeah, it didn't feel real good. So I was not walking in it at all. I really didn't think I was going to be able to until after the surgery. The brace that I have now is kind of cool because it's got the Velcro strap above and below the knee. And so what I do is I tighten that Velcro strap on the bottom really tight and the upper one tight, but not as tight. And it has really helped give support to the whole knee structure that has allowed me to start working my quad. When the orthopedic surgeon met with me, he let me know that before surgery, he wanted me to strengthen my quad again because it had already been atrophying for a couple weeks, and trying to flatten it and straighten it out again so that, you know, the repair would go better and I'd heal better and faster. So I, of course, was like, am I gonna hurt it? And he's like, you're not gonna damage it any worse than it is. Great. Anyway, so that gave me the, you know, green light to say, well, push yourself, Kim, make it happen. So I got back to my Beachbody workouts. I can't do a lot of my P90X that I like because like plyometrics and all that. Yeah, no way. But there are other workouts I can do, and one of the things I've realized is I can like do squats. I'm super cognizant of like my body positioning at all times. I pay attention to how that knee feels. I pay attention to how my leg is turned because it can't tolerate any kind of like out of alignment. It has to stay like straight, kind of under me with the weight on the toes. The minute I shuffle it back to the heel, game over. So I don't do that. Anyway, let me see. So yeah, I got to working on my quad again. I had no idea that I'd be able to get to the point where I could walk again, and I am thrilled. So I've been walking without any crutches for 2 days. Started yesterday. Yeah. And oh my gosh, my husband and my son are my biggest like, what are you doing? But I'm so proud of myself, and I'm so happy because, like, even though I'm not speed walking and I can't jog or things like that, I can get around the house, I can go out, I can carry things, and again, my life is somewhat normal right now. Anyway, so push yourself. All right, barriers. I had no idea how much trouble doors were until I was dealing with trying to get through one with crutches and one leg. Man, when you see somebody struggling, please help. So when you're doing that, easiest way I found is you come up to the door with both crutches, you get the door, you toss it as far as you can, and you stick your crutch in it, and the rubber stopper, stop it, you move forward on your crutches, and then you push it again, you stop it again, and you go through the door. And then hopefully it doesn't hit you. Doors suck. Anyway, stairs suck. The rain sucks. I live in Southern California. We don't get a lot of rain, but sure enough, we've had rain since I got hurt. So one of the things I learned about rain was it gives me anxiety now. But besides that, I'm super careful about where I step, and I'm watching the ground even though you're not supposed to, but I'm looking for spots, and when I place my crutches, I actually like test them, like push them out a little bit first to see if they're gonna stay where they're supposed to be before I step. Additionally, I hold my crutches in closer to me and I take much smaller steps. And I use a lot of like this, you know, to keep it like right here so that even if it does slip a little bit, I'm all right here instead of like going, woo, you know what I mean? Anyway, be careful. That one's a tough one. Getting dressed. That is another challenge. So one of the things I quickly learned was my dresser is on the other side of the bed, my husband's side essentially. And so I'm like, okay, this sucks, because like I gotta figure out how to get out of bed, how to get around the bed. You know, there are little tiny spots, you know, you always have that like bottleneck around the corner of a bed to a dresser. And it just was terrible. So I finally decided, let me grab some of my underwear and socks and put them in this little tiny dresser next to my bed, like on my side. And that was a huge help. Additionally, I decided it would be easier to move all my clothes into the workout room. So they're right over here. Let me see if I can turn that. In that closet with my pull-up assist, I have all my work clothes. So I can come in here and get dressed. Additionally, we moved that dresser in here from our office room because, again, we're clearing pathways because you just have too many bottlenecks and too much crap everywhere. So that was helpful. I'm still kind of reorganizing it, but down the little blue basket down there is actually a little laundry basket now, like a little remote laundry spot for me. And, you know, I have my workout clothes in there and my underwear and things like that, and then my clothes are in the closet. And that has proven to be very helpful. Additionally, getting dressed. Sit down, first of all. Like if you gotta put on socks, if you gotta put on panties, if you gotta put on pants, sit your body down because you cannot stand on one leg. And so it's just terrible. So yeah, just sit down, make it happen. My rolling walker was perfect for that. Additionally, I have a folding chair in this room, and in the bathroom I have a tall stool that I use not only for that, but for like putting on my makeup or doing my hair or whatever. Who am I kidding? I don't wear a lot of makeup and I hardly do my hair because I don't even use black shampoo. But having the stool in there I do floss my teeth and I do brush my teeth, I do wash my face and things like that. It allows you to function without like killing your one good leg, trying to do it on one leg the whole time, or trying to like hold on to crutches and do this, which is ridiculous. So the stool in the bathroom is very helpful. Folding chair in here has been very helpful. The other thing is I had to change my wardrobe. I work at a high school, and so I couldn't just run around in workout clothes all the time. So I purchased online several pairs of kind of like dress yoga pants, fitted ones, like all the way down. So they're kind of like leggings, but they're fancier with like seams and pocket details and things like that. I wear those with my normal blouses and my normal jackets for work, but the knee brace goes over the pants very nicely, and since it's all black, it's not so obvious. So even though, you know, I'm rolling in a walker or I'm rolling with crutches, the knee brace doesn't look completely like, bam, I'm wearing a knee brace. So I appreciate that, and it has made my life much easier. Quite frankly, the other thing that's made my life easier is ending up monochromatic. Almost everything I have in that closet is black at this point, which means getting ready for work is a snap. Additionally, I dumped my purse because my purse was a pain in the butt, like to try and hold and not fall and blah, blah, and trying to balance while I'm getting something. I ordered a cute little fanny pack on Amazon. They call it a festival pack. But it's got neat details and it's got an interesting shape, and I get a lot of compliments on it. And so I actually might keep wearing that after I'm completely rehabbed, just because it's so much more convenient than a stupid purse. Now, when it's fancy time, I won't. I bought a cute little waist purse for that. Anyway, so yeah, that was good stuff. The other thing I found that was kind of cool, I don't know if I can give you an example. Yeah, kind of. This is my little phone, my iPhone 6. Holding a phone with crutches, where do you put it? You know, right? That's what we do. Nah, I repurposed my knee brace. Duh. Easy peasy. Crutch, 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 crutch. Yeah, what's up? Okay. And I'll tell you what, I get more comments on my phone and my knee brace than anything. It's like handy. Anyway, I just call that my really expensive phone case. Let's see. Flat shoes. Grippy. Let's see. Grooming habits. In the bathroom, make sure that you put all the things you need, your toothbrush, your floss, your mouthwash, your toothpaste, your face wash, everything in one little area close to you, so you're not trying to reach down in cupboards and over here for this, and it's a nightmare. Additionally, what I found was the wastebasket, and you know, it was behind the toilet where we always put them, right? That's really hard to do when you're flossing your teeth and you're on crutches and you have one leg, and you're like, how do I get behind the door to the little tiny basket behind the toilet? And so instead what I did was I put a tiny little, I repurposed a coffee can, and that's my little countertop wastebasket for now, for my tooth floss and Q-tips and cotton balls and things like that. So helpful and free, because it's like, I'm not going to go buy some for that. I'm just going to use something we already have. Why create more trash, right? Anyway, but that was very helpful. So keep all your things close by. So helpful. My son bought me a shower chair, and I was resistant. I was like, I don't need that, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, Mom, you need that. And he showed up with it, and I was like, oh, and it's been a life changer. Like, just, it made taking a shower so much less dicey. And it meant I didn't always have to take a bath. So I'm super thankful for that. The shower chair has been great. Additionally, we decided to switch out our shower head because we remodeled the bathroom. And when we did so, my husband is 6'3.5". I'm a whopping 5'1". And so we put the shower head really high so he could take a normal shower, you know, like I always get to. And unfortunately for me, like, it's just so high that when I sit in the shower, I drown on this little chair. So we switched it out for a water pick that has a shower head as well as a handheld. And then my son made me this bracket that we hooked up so I can actually take a shower sitting down, and I can remove it to like use it as well. The big challenge for me was at first people forgetting to turn the little knob up at the main shower head so it would go down to the handheld, because I was looking to injure myself again by standing on the edge of the bathtub to try and reach up there and switch that thing. But everybody's learned that lesson now. Anyway, so bath mat in the bathroom, because again, when you get out of the bathtub, you're going to either be on slippery tile or you're going to be on rough tile. But either way, your feet are going to be wet and cold and on something. So I went for the bath mat because now that I can't dry my feet standing up in the shower and get out, I have to sit on the edge of the bathtub and kind of transfer out from my chair. So the bath mat plus a really big towel. I just bought a towel. So this is my newest towel. And it's beautiful. But it allows me to like put it on the edge of the bathtub and have it long enough that I can dry my legs and feet without like sitting on the edge of the bathtub. So have a handy towel. A big one's better in my opinion. Bath mat, again, keeps my feet more comfortable, keeps me from slipping, and it keeps the floor dry. Those are the big things in the bathroom. So shower chair though in the handheld. Life changers. Let's see, lastly, body mechanics. Make sure you're paying attention to what you're doing with your body, because even if you're hurt, you can use your crutches as part of your workout, because heaven knows you're getting an upper body workout every time you use them. Additionally, you can use your core when you're swinging through to help, again, build all this while you're recouping. You know what I mean? So why get further out of shape while you're injured when you can do something to at least try and hold on to the things you can have control over? Also, very quickly you can find you're having lower back issues, and okay, I'm overdeveloped on my right leg now for obvious reasons, and I'm gonna have to balance that out, and it's gonna take me time to do that even after I'm fixed. But again, now I've got my whole, like, okay, this side of my back is feeling like this, and I'm out of alignment, and blah, blah, blah. So I'm really, really, really purposely focusing on like trying to keep my body in alignment, keep my pelvis aligned, to minimize the destruction going on there. Additionally, now that I'm walking again, and again, it's very, very tentatively, actually I'm doing really well, you have to learn to walk again, like how to walk. And one of the things I can't do is I can't like heel strike and walk, because I can't put all that pressure on that heel. But even just remembering like how to try and keep your body kind of balanced is something you have to focus on. So again, be cognizant, do what you can, and regardless of where you are in the process, keep your body in motion and keep your body flexible as you can. Rest, get rest, and let yourself heal. But when you're ready, push yourself, because guess what? You got one life and you got one body, and what you're going to do with it is what you're going to do. So I want to thank everybody who has been so supportive throughout this journey. And again, I know it's not over. I'm looking at 4 to 6 months of physical therapy, at which point I should be able to run in a straight line, I'm told, and 10 to 11 months before I'm back where I was when I got injured. So although it's daunting and sometimes it's intimidating, I have every intention of doing my best. Please encourage me. I look forward to more tips from all of you, because heaven knows I've learned a lot from you all. So thank you so much for being part of this journey with me. Have a great day and do your best.